Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble with your readings for April the 30th through May the 6th. If this is your first time stopping by, welcome. Thank you so much for popping in. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much. Listen, I really appreciate you guys. It's really helpful if you would like my videos, if you'd share them on your social media. And comment. I read every comment. If you haven't already, please subscribe. The button's right there. Now, this is for your sun, moon and rising. So if you do know your moon and rising, the other links to the other videos will be below in the show more section. So check those out. Check out my website. I don't only do tarot cards and tarot readings. I do other things too. So check that out. And guys, I have a Patreon page now, and it's another way to show me some support. Check it out. Anyway, I have special posts just for my patrons, and thank you, patrons. I love you so much, and I'm so grateful for your gratitude and continuing support. Thank you. I really, really appreciate you. So check out my Patreon page. You know, it's a way to support me. You can either do a one-time donation or just a little monthly, as little as $2 a month. It's not a lot to you, but it's huge to me. It makes a huge difference, and enables me to put out more free content. And also, I have these reward tiers. So, you know, check out the rewards. It might be worth it for you. Anyway, what else? Oh, the astrological report. I usually start with an astrological report, but this week is kind of interesting because there's no major movement going on, no transitions with the planets this week. The only planet, the moon, that's the only one moving, and the moon actually moves into a different sign roughly every 2.5 days, 2 to 3 days, on average 2.5 days. So that's continuing its movement. So I don't normally mention that. So there's not really that much to mention, except that Monday I'll just go over this. Monday we might be feeling rather intense from the full moon on Sunday, the 29th. So the 30th, we're going to be really feeling the aftermath of that. It's kind of very emotional and intense, that full moon in Scorpio. And towards the middle of the week, things are going to lighten up a bit and feel a little relief from that intense emotion. And a good way to kind of use that energy this week is really tap into your creative talent. You know, really get creative. It's a wonderful time to tap into that. So without further ado, let's go to your card, shall we? Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your reading for April for some reason I want to say November, I don't know why. April the 30th through May the 6th. And the first card in for you is the World. I love that card. Look at it. There's everything in this card, right? There's Gaia, or the tree, right? Tree of life. You've got an eagle, you've got a person, you've got a lion, and you've got a deer. This is about, it's about you've come full circle, Virgo. This is about you've been through this whole, you're coming to the end of a phase in your life. Now, at this time, you have the choice to either continue doing what you're doing or go in a completely different direction. And some of you may not be... Some of you may not be the happiest about coming to the end of this situation, because it means that you either keep on doing what you're doing, and are you completely happy with that, or you do something in a completely different direction. Well, clarifying it is the Hanged Man, right? He's just hanging there. He's not, he's not worried or anything. He's just hanging about. upside down, kind of looking off to the side. It's the number 12. 1 and 2, right, is 3. And 3 is being creative. And this is 21. 2 and 1 is 3, right? This can sometimes mean there's a pause in action. And I'm sure a pause in action for Virgo is not very comfortable, because Virgos like to do. But I have a feeling that there's this when the Hangman comes on, it comes into play. He's saying, look, this is a pause in action, but this is a time to step back and take a look at this situation from a different perspective. So sometimes we reject change, or we're afraid of change, or we think that we need to go down this road, and really there's more roads open, but it's a fear-based situation that we're in. So this is saying, take a look at this issue from a different perspective. You might see it in a different light. So sometimes if something's taken away, this is a general reading, right? But if maybe you've finished a job, maybe you're self-employed and you finish a job and you're thinking, oh my God, where am I going to get the next job from? Or, you're in a job and you lose the job finishes for whatever reason, and you're like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to cope. I'm not going to be able to survive, right? But this guy is saying, listen, step back from this. This can be an opportunity. Every change is a possible opportunity. So maybe you need to change the way, let go of things that no longer work for you. Sometimes you have to let go of expensive apartments or expensive cars that you can't afford anymore, or something physical is what I'm getting. So maybe you have to let go of those things in order to bring something new in. Whatever it is for you, Virgo, it is about stepping back and taking a look at it, and from a different perspective. So sometimes it can be looking at your glass half empty to looking at your glass half full. It can be as simple as that. Now, the next card we have is the 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands comes in because maybe there's a little conflict going on, a little competition somewhere going on somewhere. And this is saying, usually this is at work or this can be your home life, but there is definitely some competition going on, when this card comes in, it's saying this is an opportunity. Remember I said there was an opportunity. This is an opportunity for you to handle this. This is definitely you're not to avoid this. This is about standing up for your truth in a very diplomatic way and creative way. It's about thinking of ways to handle this, but handle this you must. And when you do handle it, you are going to get personal growth and you're going to feel great. This is perhaps somebody it can be a little competition, it can be a little jealousy, it can be something like that, but you have to come at this from a higher perspective. It's about it's about coming at this from a spiritual angle, if you like, telling your truth, but doing it in a way that is for the higher good of everyone. But definitely, sometimes this is like, don't be a doormat, right? So don't be pushed into something. Don't let peer pressure put you in. Defend your values, right? So you can work as a team unless it conflicts with your values. So it's very important to stand up for your values. And look, you've got the Page of Water. It's like, come at this from a place of love. This is come at this from a place of love. I feel that you definitely have love in your life for sure. You have 2 Page of Cups, right? This is a Page of Water, and the other, look, the next card you have is the Page of Cups. It's basically one and the same. Now, the page can be messages of love, but what I'm getting for you for this particular reason is you've got, for this situation, you have to trust your intuition and your psychic abilities right now. Go with your gut feeling. You know what's happening and you've got to handle it, and you'll have some personal growth from it when you do. But go with your gut feeling, Virgo. It's very important for you to go with your gut feeling. And the next card is the Page of Water, and underneath it we've got the Seven of Earth. Now, drop the criticism of yourself. You've got to. You've been hard on yourself, and you've got to start loving yourself and respecting yourself, because this is about the messenger of love. Bring love into this situation. So look, when the Seven of Earth comes up, it is suggesting that you look at your life and really acknowledge how far you've come and how much you've changed, and focus on your abilities and what you have achieved as opposed to what you haven't. Because it's so easy to say, you know, oh, I don't have time, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, I've got to do the other, and I didn't do that, and I didn't do that, and I should have done that, and I should have done this, and why didn't I do that? And oh my God, I'm useless because I didn't do it. Right? The internal dialogue. Virgo, really give yourself credit for all the work that you have done, all that you have accomplished, all the hard work that you've put in. Don't, listen, we can feel bad sometimes for, saying the wrong thing to someone or something. This is a time that you mustn't focus on your limitations. You are clearly being asked to focus on your attributions and all of your accomplishments, and give yourself credit for it. This is about really appreciating yourself and appreciating your personal growth and how far you've come and all the wonderful work that you do, because you do a lot of work. So drop the criticism of yourself and others, and bring love into this situation. This is about loving yourself and loving others, coming from a place of love. I'm getting that very, very strong. Come from a place of love, Virgo, in everything that you do. But if there is some competition and there's some issues, don't back down. Definitely handle it, but handle it really diplomatically. Come at it from a place of love. That's it. Look at the situation that's happening from a different perspective. You have the opportunity right now. You are being supported to change the trajectory of your life and to go in a whole new direction. You are being encouraged by the universe to do that right now. Virgo, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week. To inquire about or purchase any of Mary's services, please email Mary at liveinthesolution.com.